On behalf of the Bremen High School teaching and administrative staff, we welcome you to the one-to-one computer orientation. Whether you are an incoming freshman, a returning student, or a parent of a student at Bremen High School, we are glad you could join us to prepare for an exciting year as there are many changes taking place. As you probably know, starting this school year, each student will be receiving a laptop computer to use for school purposes. The administration at Bremen High School is certain that students, parents, and community members will have many questions. With that in mind, we hope that this computer orientation opportunity will alleviate some of your questions and concerns. Before we continue with the orientation process, you are reminded that in order to receive your computer today, both the student and parent must be present, the responsible use agreement and contract must be signed, and the insurance premium of $56.50 needs to be paid in full. Otherwise, all necessary paperwork can be taken home for documents to be reviewed and signed, and then must be returned to the high school main office by a parent. At that time, a computer will be issued. For our students to accomplish complex learning tasks such as analysis, evaluation, and creation, they need to be given tools to aid them in these processes. We want them to move from consumers of knowledge to producers of knowledge. We know that the world our students will be entering after high school is radically different than most of us remember. We can't predict the future, but we can help our students gain the skills necessary to tackle it, whatever it may look like. Through the combined efforts of staff, students, community members, and over a year's worth of research, Bremen High School has chosen to use the 11-inch Apple MacBook Air for its students. To learn more about the One-to-One Computer Initiative, we encourage you to begin by looking at our One-to-One Computer Informational site. In order to access the site, you will first need to go to the Bremen Public Schools website, www.bps.k12.in.us, and click on the High School tab. Toward the top of the High School page, you will then click on the High School One-to-One project link. Now that you are at the One-to-One Computer Informational site, you will have the option to review several different areas. We encourage you to review the Why One-to-One page, the Why Apple page, and the Frequently Asked Questions page. Other items you can see include all documents that are necessary for you and your child to participate in the initiative, additional parent information about software and programs that will be commonly used by teachers and students, and examples of student work. Many parents are wondering why we are making the move to one-to-one computing. Please review the Why One-to-One page to better understand our desire to make this move and why we feel it is in the best interest of our students and their future success. You may also be wondering why the decision was made to use the 11-inch Apple MacBook Air. The Why Apple page will share with you the details that went into this decision and several links to help you review the Apple device chosen. Change is not always easy, and it is natural that we will have questions. To help answer these questions, we have developed a Frequently Asked Questions page and list of frequently asked questions. You are encouraged to review this page to address any questions that you may have or that comes up throughout the year. If while reviewing the Frequently Asked Questions list, you don't see a question and answer that addresses your concern, feel free to add to this list. You will do so by making a suggestion or asking a question in the area provided. These questions will automatically be sent to members of the Public Relations team as well as the administrative staff. As long as both the student and his or her parent or legal guardian are here today to sign necessary documents and pay the insurance premium, each student will be issued an Apple MacBook Air laptop, the necessary power cords, and a carrying case. These items will then be your responsibility and will all need to be returned in good working order at the conclusion of the school year. Before entering this room, you were given a copy of the Responsible Use Agreement and Contract. One of the important sections of this document is titled Laptop Care. We ask that you adhere to the following. The student and parent are responsible for the daily care of the laptop. The laptop will be returned at the corporation's discretion for upgrades and maintenance. The laptop must be in its approved case when being transported, and never carry your laptop while the screen is open. Other than the laptop, there should be no other items stored in the carrying case, as it may place weight and pressure on the screen. Clean the screen with a soft, dry cloth or anti-static cloth. Food and beverages should be kept away from the laptop at all times. You should never disassemble any part of the laptop or attempt repairs. You should not place decorations such as stickers on the laptop. You should not harm, modify, or destroy hardware or software or interfere with system security. And laptops must never be left in a car, bus, or any unsupervised area. While transporting the laptop, each student is required to do so in the approved carrying case. Other than the laptop, no other objects are to be stored in the case, including the power cords. The carrying case has handles to hold on to, which should be used at all times. It is understandable that students will be using the computers while in class and may move around the room. When transporting a laptop within the classroom, students are reminded to do so with the laptop closed. The Responsible Use Agreement and Contract outlines all necessary guidelines for proper use of the laptop. It is the responsibility of the student and parent to read, understand, and abide by the guidelines and procedures outlined in this contract. If after reading the contract you should still have comments, questions, or concerns, you will have the opportunity to address them immediately following this informational video. On the last page of the Responsible Use Agreement and Contract, you will find the signature page for the contract. By signing this form, you are agreeing to follow all guidelines outlined in the contract. We will need to have both the student and parent or legal guardian sign this document. Once you receive your laptop and have a chance to access it, there is another important document that we want to make sure you are aware of and know where to find it. We are not handing out hard copies of the student handbook this year, but the document can be found in the top right-hand corner of your desktop. The same document can also be located on the high school website. To close this video, we want to stress the three core values of Bremen Public Schools: great expectations, caring school community, and mutual respect. If we keep these core values in mind when using the laptops, students, staff, and parents will find this experience to be worthwhile. You are now free to move to the next station, which is located in the adjoining room.